Hi friends, welcome to my humble homestead and garden side chat. We're continuing with the Every Bit Counts challenge. My name is Trina. First off, my name is Trina, and I am going to just do a couple quick things today because there are some things that I must do, and I honestly am not feeling well today. It is been hazy and gross outside, and I have been having horrible time breathing. Because of that, I'm just going to do what I need to do. And as Jessica from Three Rivers Home says, every bit counts. So I'm just going to do a little today. We're going to put up, I have this squash that I have to take care of today. It's starting to get a couple of spots on it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roast them in my air fryer oven. I'm literally just going to do that, have them cooked up so I can have them with some meals for the week. Then I'll just have a bunch of veggies that I can, if I pull something out of the freezer, I'll have some veggies ready. I have these onions from Azure. I ordered these months and months ago, you guys. Wherever you see my Azure haul, they look amazing. I mean, amazing. So I'm literally going to take one of these onions, roast it up with these peppers. I'm just going to mix them up with some olive oil, some spices, some herbs. Took out a couple celery out of the fridge, and I'm going to roast those. So I'm going to chop those up and get that. I have 1 gallon of milk that I need to process today. Thanks to Heidi of Rain Country. Oh my goodness, you guys. So now that I know that I'm getting a lot of raw dairy, I am going to just make as much yogurt as I can. And she showed on one of her videos that we can dehydrate yogurt. So how exciting is that? I was thinking, I wonder if I could throw it in the freezer. I was saving up for a freeze dryer. That's something that's on my future wish list. I want one. I was saving up, and then y'all know what happened with my ice dam and my wall. So I had to, use that money for that, which thank the Lord I had it. And my bathroom, having to replace my bathtub and all of that stuff. So that's a huge expense. So, and if you notice me breathing hard lately, it's just this air quality stuff. But, I'm just going to keep doing what I can do, try to get my allergy capsules done and some different things. I'm doing what I can when I can, and we're just going to get it taken care of. I got to work in between this, so, we're just going to hang in there, and every bit counts. Every little bit counts. I'm with it. So anyway, so I'm excited. I'm going to try dehydrating up this yogurt. So I'm going to make another batch of yogurt. I'm going to try dehydrating up some yogurt, and I will show you how that works. And I'm excited because the yogurt I dehydrate, when I don't have fresh yogurt, I can use it for smoothies. I can make salad dressings with it. I can use it in recipes. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So right now, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to get the cream off the top. I can mix this into butter, which I do have some other cream in my fridge too. I'm not going to shake this into butter today. I know that would just send me into a huge cough breathing fit. So, I mean, I could definitely try it in my KitchenAid again, but I'm going to stick with Trina's way that I know works. And I will just put it in for a day or two, and then we'll mix this into butter and a little bit in a day. Okay, and then I'm going to mix this in. Because actually, I use whole milk anyway when I do make my yogurt. So I'll mix the rest of this cream in, so you don't need to have skim milk for yogurt. We'll get this started into my Instapot. Super excited. So what I'll probably end up doing is dehydrating the yogurt that I have in my refrigerator. And then I'm going to chop up these veggies here. Look at that. Nice. And one thing I learned from Venison for Dinner, she's one of my fun channels because they have dairy cows, and hey, Canada, at least rinse these out really good right away, because that dairy stuck on there is no bueno. So I'm gonna go rinse this. Then we're gonna get these squashes chopped up, onion and celery, and I'm going to get these into my roasting in my air fryer oven. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge. I might even use this cream, put it over some berries, or pick up a banana on Friday, do some, hence my Canadian suggestion. And I do shout out to these other channels that I like, you guys, because I learned so much from them. And I just want to let you know that they're out there too. They have some great content. I learned from them, and you know, if you want to check them out, they're awesome. So let me get a knife here. I'm going to chop this stuff up. I'm going to spray this with some avocado spray. Okay, I just sprayed it with this, but I did it over my sink because I didn't want to spray it all over my counter. I literally am just going to chop the ends off of these onions that I've had for months and are still awesome, looking great. Look at these delicious onions, you guys. I link Azure Standard in my links too, so you know what? I don't even think I'm going to use my chopper. I might as well just chop these up really thick. Throw them in there. Throw them in a bowl here so I can mix everything with olive oil and herbs and spices. These have been sitting out for a little bit, so I'm going to go rinse them off again in case they're dusty. Okie dokes. I'm just chopping everything kind of big and chunky. Throw some pepper in there. Throw some Himalayan sea salt. Throw some olive oil. A couple little green beans show up, so I'll throw those in there. Whatever I found in the garden, right? Got some celery. Toss this around here. Oh, I want to run out and get some herbs, but I don't want to go outside, you guys, in this. Maybe if I put a mask on it, I just go to Peyton's garden on my deck. I don't think that would be very wise. I can grab some fresh rosemary, parsley, lemon parsley, some basil. I think I'm gonna hold a towel over my mouth and just grab some twigs of some stuff. All right, I'll be right back. And then I'm gonna finish cutting this up and I'll show you it when I'm done. All right, everybody. I got some sage, some thyme, some rosemary, dill, just a bunch of stuff that I got, basil. And it smells amazing. Added it there. I'm going to do another layer and then throw these in to roast them. And these little baby green peppers, look at them. I grabbed a couple, there's a few out. We'll see. Oh, they smell good, but they're growing in Peyton's garden, so they're just baby ones. So I'm just going to cut them in half. Oh my goodness, they smell good. And throw them in there. Oh, it's brutal outside. Woo, 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 woo. I think I'm going to save the green zucchini. That one I think can wait longer. It's not broken or anything. It's going to be delicious. Dump that on there. All right, so I'm going to throw this and roast it into my air fryer oven. And this will be vegetables for the week. Every bit chop counts. That's what I processed today. I'll show you when I dehydrate the yogurt. All right, friends, welcome back. Continuing with the Every Bit Counts challenge. I am making some more yogurt in here, and we are going to dehydrate up some yogurt. Like I said, I'm going to use the dehydrated yogurt when I don't have as much raw dairy coming in. I'm going to use it for smoothies, for making some salad dressings, and in recipes. I was so excited when I saw Heidi's video from Rain Country on doing this that I was like, I have to share this with my viewers, especially those of us who do not have a freeze dryer now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do just about 1 cup on each of my rubber mats here, maybe even just a little bit under. I'm doing half of each of the containers because this one I put just a little bit of vanilla in it. So there's no sweetener. This is plain yogurt, but this one I did put just a little bit of vanilla in it. So I'm just doing a little bit of each because I don't want too much vanilla. And it doesn't really I don't really taste a lot of the vanilla. I had just wanted to try it. So I just added just a little bit. So let me spread this out here. I don't want it to be thick. I want it to be nice and thin because this is really thick yogurt. So I want it to be thin. I'm going to take up the whole mat, but I do want it to be nice and thin. So I think she said she does hers at a nice low temperature because we don't want to heat out the probiotics out of here. And she does it, I think she said 115, about 110, 115 for 12 to 18 hours. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I want to cover the whole silicone mat, but like I said, I want it to be thin. I don't want it to be thick, kind of when I make fruit leather, which a lot of this stuff, you know, comes up in the fall. Preservation time is starting. So I'm super excited to try this. So I think I'm going to thin this out just a little bit. And when this is done, I will show you how we're going to process this up. We'll just powder this up and vacuum seal it in jars for our shelves here. All right, so this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to put it in the dehydrator and I will show you where we go from there. All right, we will see you in a bit. Every bit counts. Hi friends, welcome back. We are continuing with the Every Bit Counts challenge. I made a full batch of some more fresh yogurt for eating. And this is the dehydrated yogurt that I did overnight. I did this nice and low so we kept the probiotics. And you can hear it's nice and crunchy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to process this into powder in my blender. Now you can also do it if you have, I have a separate coffee grinder that I use for my herbs, that I use for my medicinals. But I thought since I have 4 trays of these, I just want to do it in one shot here. So I'm going to do these in my blender and then I'm going to vacuum seal them in a jar. And what I'm going to use this yogurt for this winter is if I want to make some salad dressings, or if I don't have yogurt in the winter and I want to add some to a smoothie, or if I need yogurt for recipes and I don't have any. I'm not sure how these cows do, or how available, you know, if it's blizzarding and it's 40 below, I'm telling you, I am not going to want to go out and get milk. Whoops, I dropped one little flake. So this is how I'm going to preserve yogurt when I can. Like this last week, I was able to get 4 gallons of milk. So, oops, I gotta be more careful because I just dropped a little flake. This one is a little bit harder because they don't bend as well. It's just a plastic tray. But with my silicone trays, these ones here, let me just break these up a little bit. These silicone ones are nice because you can just bend them and dump. So those are my favorite. I only have a couple of them, but I think I may need to order a couple more because those are the best. Yes, this dehydrated up so nice. And I believe it took about 13 hours. I did it at about 110 degrees. Is what I dehydrated it at. This is stained because I did tomatoes, so I did tomato powder. So it's stained red from that, which is, you know, it is what it is. Dump these in here. Now I'm just gonna whiz these up into powder. Great. I am going to put it in a pint-sized jar, even though I could probably do smaller, but just because I'm planning on doing some more. I was thinking maybe I should have used my, oh, well, gosh, this is gonna almost fill this up here. Look at that. It does almost fill it. So I can fill this one up and do another, but let's see. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to, edge is nice and wiped off. And then, so when you have powdered stuff, so it doesn't all float up I'm going to use a cupcake liner. You can use like a piece of cotton cloth, but I'm going to put a cupcake liner in here like that, because then it keeps the powder, when I seal it, from flying up and getting caught under the lid, keeping it from getting a real seal. Now, I do have a video, I can link it below, on the different ways that I seal it, but just for ease and because I'm only doing one jar, I'm going to use my brake bleeder. This you can get at any, I got it on Amazon of course, but you can get these at any car auto parts store. And what I do is I just literally pump it up, and I go to about just like this. I pump it to about 20, 25. And then let's see. And there we go. And look at it, it's nice and sealed. Just like that. All right, and then I'm gonna write yogurt on here and the date. And there we have it. All right, so we did process some things already for the Every Bit Counts challenge. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Have a great day. Be blessed. Bye.